For the 11th year in a row, Tongyeong in South Korea hosted an ITU World Cup, but for the first time the elite athletes raced over the sprint distance. With a water temperature of just under 20 degrees Celsius, it was a one-lap 750-metre wetsuit swim in the calm harbour waters. There were soon several athletes forcing the pace, and as they reached the fast swim buoys, it was two Americans, Summer Cook and Jessica Broderick, that led the way, with Fuka Seiga from Japan also staying in touch. Cook has had a fine season, with a WTS victory in Edmonton and a World Cup win in Chengdu back in April. No surprise then that she led out of the water with an 8-second advantage over Broderick and Seiga. Zanat Bragmeier from Hungary had swum into fourth and an 11-second lead over the rest of the field. There were soon three at the front, but with Ueda among the chasers, it didn't take her small group long to catch up. Ukraine's Yulia Yelistratova was now leading the chase group, and they made up the deficit before the end of the first lap to leave all the top runners in the race now among the leaders. There were 24 in a large pack at the head of the field as they took the bell with one lap to go. The incline was proving a tester on the legs, but the large group stayed together for the final lap, and once again it would come down to whoever had the run legs over the 2-lap 5-kilometre course. Race number 1, Ueda, was soon off with a steady stream of women behind her. The Japanese has also enjoyed a good season, finishing third in the ITU WTS standings. Ueda had plenty of talented athletes behind her, including Cook, who was tucked into fourth place at this early stage of the run. The Japanese, who won silver here 2 years ago, was managing to hold on to her advantage. However, as they reached the hill, Cook began to make her move, and by the time they took the bell, the American had eased in front. It looked as though gold and silver would be between those two. Australia's Felicity Sheedy-Ryan led a group of 4 women, all in contention for the bronze. Cook and Ueda were running side by side and both were looking comfortable. It would be a question of who tried to make a break on the final lap. Sheedy-Ryan had started to force the pace as she looked for her first podium since winning in Tishu-Avaros last year. Ueda tried to make a break on the hill on the final lap, but couldn't manage to pull away from Cook, and once again the American gritted her teeth to take the lead. This time Ueda had no answer as the Americans surged ahead towards another gold medal. "11 seconds was the winning margin as Cook ended her breakthrough year in style. Ueda had to be content with another second place finish in South Korea, but it had been an intriguing battle between the two on the run leg. It was another American that came in third as Renee Tomlin passed Sheedy-Ryan in the final stages to make it first and third for the USA.
I noticed that I had a gap in the swim. I think that there were some sighting issues behind me, so I was able to use that to my advantage the first few minutes of the bike and just work through like any discomfort that I had on the bike and then just really attack the run. The hill was really tough at the top. I was able to push through it and make a move there on both laps, and it paid off.
My image, quick T2 and the fast running and waiting the Summer Cook or Tomlin, and she's coming together running, but she's very strong. Yeah.
I figured we were about 15 to 20 seconds behind Ueda and Summer, so I was kind of at a point in the race where I was like, okay, I need to focus on getting into that last 1K and making sure I don't make a move too soon or a move too late, so I was pretty calculated with today's effort.
Way to go, USA!